Greetings all, Ferrariman601 here. Have I lost my mind? Yes, I absolutely have. Join me on this little excursion through the realm of absolute irrationality as we go NASCAR racing here in the D-Class iRacing National Series here at Iowa Speedway. 0.88 miles is the length of this course. Obviously, we've got an oval here. I guess we could call it a short track. The car that we're driving, well, basically it's roughly equivalent to a NASCAR Nationwide Series car, or whatever they're calling that series nowadays. It is not equivalent to the top-tier Monster Energy Cup Series cars, but within the same vein of development, we might say. Why are we doing this? Well, we are trying to gain iRating and, of course, trying to gain participation points for license promotion so that we have more of a shot of being able to contest the Indy 500. I am not that well versed running on ovals, not the least in cars like these, stock cars, so definitely stuff to learn going on here. I tend not to be terribly impressed by American stock car racing. I should say that I have never attended a stock car race, but these cars just don't do it for me. Nonetheless, this is where we are, and this is what we've got to deal with. Very brief warm-up session right now before we head into qualifying. That's very sideways through turn 3. Can we recover it? Nope. No, we can't recover it, and we have managed to roll it over. Yeah. How about that, folks? Checkers are out. Okay, well, that was fun. We're not going to catch the replay, but holding it, and then not holding it anymore. Yep, into the wall and flipping over, yes. Anyway, qualifying, 2 hot laps, 5 minutes in which to complete those hot laps. Let's go out and do it. Track to ourselves, and as we've just demonstrated, it's perfectly reasonable to crash all by yourself. Green flag is out.
Okay, here comes your first time black.
Where do we qualify? Oh, don't do that again. Ah, that was terrible. We've blown this lap already.
One more lap.
24-1, that's a horrible lap time. To the line, where do we stack up? 23-4, also a pretty horrible lap time. Looks like that's good preliminarily for P5. Now P6. Let's practice the pit in while we're at it. And down to 40 miles an hour. They're a little bit lenient with pit lane speed there, but you can't just go tearing through here. No pit lane speed limiter or anything like that, so we're using the throttle to control the speed. Anyway, that's what qualifying has written for us. Certainly not the best qualifying effort. Hopefully we don't start last. I don't think we're going to start last, but we'll find out in just about 2.5 minutes. Now 30 seconds to go before the official end of qualifying. We have bumped down to P10 out of a field of 12. That's not exactly encouraging. So we're starting pretty much at the back. We will be on the second to last row as we run right now. Those two other guys have 12 seconds to post a time. At this point, I'm not entirely sure that they will. 5 seconds. And the timer's down to 0. 5 seconds of buffer before we go out to the grid. And there it is, P10 for us. 1 minute 55 seconds before we must be gridded. This is a fixed setup race, as we can see, so we can adjust absolutely nothing when it comes to the setup except for the brake bias and steering ratio. I don't really know how this car should feel. I've never raced it before, so that's just about where we're going to sit. 100% default, and yeah, that's how it's going to work. We'll have a rolling start, so we'll form up here at the end of the pit lane, and we'll run out in formation. Safety car will pull off, and then we'll get going. Someone made a point there in the text chat that the track had absolutely no grip in qualifying. I will second that, particularly getting out of shape through turns 3 and 4 on the first lap, and then, of course, obviously the crash in the warm-up, but same story for everybody, so I can't really make any excuses, although I will try because, well, being a pretend racing driver means that you have to make pretend excuses. Just getting set up for the start of the formation lap here. Waiting for everybody else to take their positions. We've got 45 laps around this place. 0.88 miles, as we have said. 45 laps should go reasonably quickly. Of course, that's not to say we're going to make all 45 laps. They say rubbing is racing in NASCAR, and well, I do expect to be entrenched in some on-track excursions, shall we say. Why is this guy reversing? Okay. Alright, anyway, first gear is punched up. Off we go on the formation lap.
Line up on the outside. Pit road is closed.
Guys in front warming their tires for what? Seems like that 12th car did not join the race, so we'll have 11 starters. Guys are not respecting the formation at the moment.
One lap to green.
Alright, 1 lap to green. This is definitely foreign territory for me. This is my first time driving Iowa Speedway, and it's the first time racing this type of car for me, so I don't really know what to expect other than the things are a lot heavier and a lot slower than what I'm used to. Alright, we're going to get in formation here for the start. Get as close to the guy in front as we dare.
Get ready, going green.
The second gear is going to be the way to go for the start, I think.
The pace car is in.
Right, standing by for the green.
Green, green, green.
Green is out.
Inside. Clear. Car inside. Keep high. Clear inside.
All right, half a lap under our belts. And that's the end of lap 1. 44 to go. Seems like a middle or high groove is the way that everybody seems to be running this opening section of the race. We'll follow suit because maybe they know something I don't. Get a little bit better exit speed out of 3 and 4 than you do just running the low groove. Again, My road racing instincts tell me to go as low as I can, but that's not necessarily the best way around an oval. This guy's getting gaggled up in front of us. There are 3 distinct grooves there through 3 and 4. We're just hanging back a bit. Car up very near the wall there. If I had to bet, I'd say he actually did get into the wall because he has really dropped back now. Yep, there is damage on that car, number 11. He's gone to the low side. Maybe he'll think about diving into the pits. Or not. He's kind of moving down as I was moving up. 2 bodies cannot occupy the same space at the same time, according to Newtonian physics. All right, we've got to start to get an attack plan here. I don't want to languish at the back the entire time. If I can't overtake this guy who has damage, what does that say about me? So far, the field has been pretty clean. I haven't seen too much contact between other cars, nor have there been any major incidents. Of course, we do have a smaller field here today, 11 cars running, so the chances of there being a big one, as they say, are quite reduced. See how the tires get on over the course of the run. Right now grip is pretty good, but as you can see, I do have to chase the car a little bit into the corners. Not so much out of the corners yet. I'm expecting that to change as the wear continues to increase on these tires. The big bumps in the asphalt don't help my cause getting into the corners, particularly turn 1. Some activity going up that pack of 3 just ahead there. See, ideally what I would like is for those 3 guys to take each other out. But at some point, we're going to have to try and get up with them. Let's see if we can dive bomb into 1 on the number 11.
Outside. Stay low. Clear outside.
I say clear outside, I can't see.
Car outside. Clear.
What I mean.
Car outside. Still there. Hold your line. Stay low. Clear outside.
Clear outside. Where is he? Nope, not clear.
Still there. Hold your line. Stay low. There's a car on the high side. Clear.
How about that? Talk about evenly matched.
Outside. Still there. Hold your line. Clear outside. Clear.
A little bit of oversteer setting in there. This guy is definitely better than I am. Just chasing it up the racetrack, though. This could be our opportunity.
Outside.
And there it was.
Clear.
So far, we've had no interruptions with big accidents, no cautions. That's good. The laps are just ticking on by. Coming up to half distance actually quite shortly. Let's see, the number 7 car in 8th position, immediately ahead there. See by the orange stripe on the rear bumper there, he is a fellow Class D license holder. The car got a little bit away from me there, coming between turns 1 and 2. Had to back out. See, can we get a nose in front of him into 1? Nope. We've got the low side. Not quite enough horsepower. Car number 10 running up high. He lost some momentum there.
Okay, we're halfway to the finish.
And there it is, half distance.
Outside. Still there. Stay low. Clear. Outside. Stay low. There's a car on the high side. Clear. Still there. Hold your line.
All right, and that's an overtake. That's P8 for us at the moment. A little bit of oversteer there. Car's getting a little bit snappy as the tires wear in. Let's just not get ourselves into a big old tank slapper like we did in practice. Look at this. 3 grooves opening up now through turns 1 and 2. In my very amateur assessment of stock car oval racing, seems to be that the evolution of a stint based on tire wear, fuel load, and really rubbering into the track is quite important.
Car outside.
Number 7 looking in the middle.
Still there.
Get down low as we can. All right, he's taking us back. Fair play to him. Have the leader coming through to lap us fairly soon. He is 11 seconds down the road in terms of track position. Look at him just hanging down here on the bottom to kill my run. Again, smart driving. Very smart driving.
Outside. Stay low. There's a car on the high side. Still there. Clear outside.
Number 10. We got to back out of this so we don't get into the number 10.
Stay low. There's a car on the high side. Clear outside. Outside. Still there.
Conflicting messages much, Mr. Spotter? Clear outside? Outside? Clear? Are we actually clear? No, we're not. Look at that.
Car outside. Keep low. Stay low. Clear.
All right.
Car outside. Keep low. Stay low.
Leader is 10 seconds down the road.
Clear.
Lots of steering movement going on with the number 10.
Clear outside. Car outside. Clear.
Again, my road course instincts are telling me to keep distance between myself and the car in front, but that doesn't seem to work so well here on an oval. Number 9 car getting very high there.
Outside. Stay low. Still there. Hold your line. Stay low. Clear. Outside. Clear.
All right, we've passed the number 10. It's good for P8 at the moment. And working lap 36.
To go.
Number 9 look into the middle there. Going down below number 7.
Car outside. Stay low. There's a car on the high side. Still there. Clear outside. Car outside. Clear outside.
All right, there's 2 overtakes. Number 7, though, he has already repassed us once, so I know that he is pretty heads up. Definitely can't afford to get complacent. Got a car looking low. Don't get into the wall. Gonna get into the wall.
You're up top. 3 wide. Inside.
All right.
3 wide. Clear inside. Inside. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Clear inside.
It's stock car racing, though. You gotta get into the wall.
Car outside. Clear outside.
I think it was Darrell Waltrip who said in a recent commentary that if the right side of the car is scraped up, you're racing. If the left side of the car is scraped up, you're in the way. So if we're going to scrape up anything, let's make it the right side.
You've got 5 laps to go.
5 to go already. We've had no caution interventions in this race. That's pretty good. Car just hopping around over those bumps in turn 1 and 2. Number 7 lost a lot of momentum. I also lost a lot of momentum. Lap 42 coming in. Number 7 really checking up there.
You've got 2 laps to go.
Number 7 just controlling his real estate.
White flag, 1 more lap to go. Car outside. Still there.
This is the white flag.
Outside. Clear.
Guys behind are looking racy as well.
Car inside.
Checkered flag has been taken by the leader. Gonna lose a whole bunch of positions right here at the end, aren't we?
3 wide. Inside. 2 wide. Clear inside.
Number 4 with a late move on us. We do finish. Looks like we finish
There's the flag. It's over.
P8.
Great job. You did really well.
Buen job.
Okay, the race is over. Bring it on in.
Alright, so 8th place finish in what is effectively my stock car debut. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. There's the right side of the car pushed in a bit from our wall contact, but we had no contact with other drivers, so that was definitely good. And really, though, just trying to figure out the lay of the land in the world of stock car racing, and, well, hopefully all of this is going to pay dividends later on when we do become eligible to participate in some of the higher series. Let's just take another look at the start. I know I can rewind to the beginning, but then I've got to go through practice and qualifying and then the race itself. So just manually clicking through the laps is probably best. Look at the start. And so was told the story of the rest of the race. Basically, not much to see on the replays other than me getting into the wall and kind of going door to door with a couple of guys at a couple of instances. But that's stock car racing here in iRacing, and, well, baptism by fire, not really. It's not a particularly difficult discipline, I would say, but it's difficult to perform at the front, basically because the cars are so evenly matched, and of course we lost a position there right at the end. We finish in P8, though. We started P10, so up 2 positions from whence we started, so not so bad. I don't really know if I want to do any more of these races simply because, well, it's kind of boring, and I can continue my license progression up through the time trials, which I've already done, actually, so it's just a question of waiting to be promoted. But Until next time, hopefully, all of you enjoyed this little bit of a change of pace. Ferrari Man 601 saying thank you very much for watching, and we will see you soon.